Hey, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to clean up the engine bay a little more by getting rid of the cruise control and hopefully add some more air to the motor by upgrading to a 2G throttle body elbow. So here's the cruise box. It's really in the way with the intercooler piping and these double lines, so we're going to get rid of this box and clean this up and go with one line. So let's go ahead and start taking this guy out. Two more bolts. Right, there it is. This thing's heavy too. It's probably a good 5 pounds at least. This was really tough to get off. That's the piece that goes into the pedal. Actually, there's 2 bolts on the pedal. I had to unbolt the pedal and disconnect the wire from inside this pulley so that I could put more slack to pull the pedal down so I could get that out. Got the pedal over here. And here's the pedal. And then this piece was in here all the way up underneath, so 212 mils right here, pull that down, pull some slack. I was able to disconnect it a lot easier. So now all that's left is to put in the new one. Ordered a new pedal from, ordered a new throttle cable from Rock Auto. I think it was right around 30 bucks, so not bad. And that'll get rid of this big box. And then you can see there's multiple pulleys inside of this thing. So overall the throttle response was kind of sluggish, you know. So a new cable will help feel better, but eliminating that will increase that throttle response too. So I'm excited to get this guy in. So I'm gonna put in the new one right now. Okay, so the cable's back in, everything's working pretty good. I did route it a little differently, so I didn't follow the normal way here. Here's the back piece into the throttle body, and normally it loops from there around, hits these underneath, and then into the throttle body. So it does like this loop, and that's what the cruise control ones were doing. They were coming all the way up. They were coming out to the cruise, back to the cruise, this way, this way. So I took the cable and I just tucked it along the firewall here, zip tied to the brake line. I go down underneath back of the intake, come back up and in. So that way it's clean. I'm actually gonna remove these since I don't need them anymore, and that'll clean up the whole top of the motor there. So if that's done, I'm gonna move on to the elbow. A little bit of a problem. We are right touching to get this back in, and then the blow-off valve is hitting these. Normally with the old one it was kind of more offset up here, so I had the clearance there and everything sort of lined up. But this one is a little sharper bend, so I think I'm gonna cut this. And then this one's capped already, so I'm going to move this cap here. That way I can vent the valve cover to the bottom one. So I just got to do a little cutting. Also, the 1G throttle elbow had a small hose clamp, so I have to use one of these kind of chintzy ones. I can't use a nice band one. I'm going to have these band ones here. These are a lot better. But I don't have one that fits the 2G side on the throttle elbow, so I gotta use one of these little cheap ones till I can order a better one for later, but just to get it going. So let's cut this pipe down and get this baby put back together. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Got the 2G elbow in there and took out the cruise control. Got a nice direct throttle cable with non-cruise. Throttle response is nice. The 2G elbow looks good. More airflow. So that's a wrap for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.